technical issues to start things off. And the first point goes the way of M1. Got trapped on a Wi-Fi. Apologies. Hopefully we're rolling. Hopefully you're able to see. And an ace serve out of M1, and quickly it's 2-0. M1. Serve over. Gleason is there. Stadler into the middle. Jigu Ashfali, left-handed tip picked up by M1. They're going to go outside. Two-hand pushed over. Fettrell on the dig. Stadler goes back to Helbersma. Back row. Cross-court deep into the one. Picked up nicely by M1. Right side attack off the high hands. Jigu Ashfali sends it over. Called Stadler in the net. I thought it was the ball, but I don't get a vote in this matter, and that's another point for M1. M1 leads 3-0, early set one. Volleyball gods have spoken. It looked like maybe it was the ball in the net, not Stadler. Service error gives the ball back to Northern Lights. Puts Northern Lights on the board. Paige Stadler hustles back. She's ready to go. She sends it into the 5-6 seam. It's an ace serve, Paige Stadler. Stadler again quickly, this time finds the net. And it's a point M1. They now lead 4-2. Serve deep into the six. Munson, great pass. Stadler into the middle. Jigu Ashfali into the deep one. Scores. Found the seam in the 1-6. Deflected into the bench area for M1. Point Northern Lights. And for the second time in a row, we'll try to tie things up. Fettrell this time. Good serve, not coming back. Ace serve, Fettrell, and we're knotted at 4 here. Set number 1, match 2. Fettrell down the line. This one's popped up nicely. Strong side attack coming. Block! Jigu Ashfali sent back over. Gleason is there. Stadler on 2. Looking for the set or dump. Doesn't work. And a strong side attack somehow gets around the block and scores for M1. Libero back to serve. Sends it over. Munson there. Good pass. Stadler goes outside. Gleason steps into it. Hammers it down the line. Northern Lights is the call. 5-5. We're knotted up in set 1. As 56 comes back to serve. Munson hammers the ball into the floor. 5-5. Serve into the 6. Nice pass in system. Middle attack blocked by Dante and down. Ball rolls onto the floor. R1 calls a replay. So we stay at 5-5. Serve into the 6. Popped up high. Free ball coming. There it is. Dante is there. Stadler back to Helbersma. Quick set. Nice attack. Picked up by M1. Strong side attack looping over. Munson and Fettrell combined to send it over the bench. Point M1. Stadler's going to go across. Gleason down the line. Just misses wide. Point M1. Now they lead 5-7. Excuse me, it had to be they lead 7-5. Munson with the pass, perfect to Stadler. Stadler runs back to Halbersma over the block. Nice dig, sent high into the air. Strong side attack coming. There it is. Munson with the dig. Fettrell's going to help. Gleason. Roll shot over the block. Picked up nicely by M1. Big swing off the high hands. Fettrell with the dig. Stadler into the middle. Dante, big swing into the 5-6 seam. Dante scores for Northern Lights. Sikora now in to serve. 6-7 the score. All you kids like that one. Sikora up. She goes into the 5-6 seam. Picked up. Strong side attack coming. Big swing. It's over the block. Fettrell sends it up high. Munson to Gleason. She tips it over. Strong side attack. It's a good one from her feet. Great dig, Fettrell. Sikora goes outside. Gleason with the big swing off the net cord and down. Fortunate shot for Gleason and Northern Lights. Well, we'll take it. Maybe we call it a skill shot. Now Sikora 7-7. Good serve. Popped up high, sent all the way across. Strong side attack over. Fettrell goes down but sends it back over. Here comes M1. Right side attack. It's trouble. Not coming back. Point Northern Lights. Sikora now back to serve. Sikora up, down the line, good serve. Passed up high, good pass. Trouble, not coming back. Point Northern Lights once again. 9-7 now, Lights up 2. Here, set 1. Match 2. Sikora into the 6, fought off. Strong side attack coming. Big swing, finds the net. Point Northern Lights. Sikora now with the 10-7 lead. She goes short. Picked up by M1. They're going to come right side. Two-hander over. Munson is there. Sikora back row to Fettrell. Nice adjustment to send it over. Dug up nicely by M1. They're going to come strong side. Big swing. It's a good one, but Munson with the dig. Sikora tries to pull it out of the net. Can't do so. Heavy shot by M1 there. Munson did a nice job getting behind it and popping it up, but it was a bit too tight in the net for Sikora to pull it out. Serving is Stanley for M1, sends it over. Gleason is there. Sikora chases it down. Stadler over the block, picked up by M1. They're going to come right side now. Down the line, great shot. That was De Leon with a nice shot down the line for M1. And it is 10-9 now. Serve short, Munson there. Sikora with options, goes back to Gleason. Big swing, she goes down the line. Same shot, same result. It's a kill. And Gleason scores for Northern Lights. Tao back to serve, 2-point lead. Good strong serve, popped up high, chased down. Strong side free ball over. Tao is there. Sikora with options, runs back to Stadler. Stadler into the 6, picked up by M1. Middle attack coming over the block. Tao goes down to get it. Sikora goes outside. Fettrell, big swing through the block into the floor. Fettrell scores for Northern Lights. 12-9, Lights up by 3. BC matchup here in this pool. Good serve by Tao. She fends off the ball. Two-hander over. We're playing on. Free ball coming. Stadler. Good scrappy defense by Northern Lights. Here comes M1. Strong side attack. Big swing. Munson with the dig. It's an overball. Almost works. Strong side. Nope. That joust at the net. Won by Stadler off the block. into the floor. Paige Stadler scores for Northern Lights, and the lead is 4. Short serve by Tao is a little too short. Point to M1. Serve down the line. Fettrell fights it off. Tao's going to help. Stadler's going to give it a go from the right side. Doesn't work. Point to M1. Preparing to serve is Rose Mason. She launches it over and long. Fend off the camera. Point Northern Lights 14-11 as Domte back to serve. Domte rips one, catches the top of the net, falls on the Northern Lights side. Point M1. Sent over Munson there. Good pass. Sikora with options in the middle. Gigu Ashfali off the block. Picked up by M1. They're going to run right side. Sent over the block, over the baseline. Point Northern Lights. Back to serve, Paige Stadler. She's got a 3-point lead, 15-12. She floats it into the 6. Passed up nicely in system. Strong side attack. Big swing over the block. Over the baseline, it's long, point Northern Lights. Stadler back to serve once again. She rips this one into the 1-6, picked up by M1. Big swing out of the middle. Stadler with the dig. Munson's going to go to Halbersma. Roll shot over the block, picked up by M1. They're going to come strong side. Big swing, it's a good one. It's to the floor, point M1. Substitution. Mastrud's going to come in to serve. Down 3, 13-16. Serve over, Fettrell there, Stadler into the middle. Gigu Ashfali through the 6, no touch. Point M1. Serve over, Munson goes down to get it. It's in the net. Stadler pops it out of the net, but no third attack over. And an ace serve, M1 puts them ready to tie. Mastrud to serve, looking to knot things up. Good serve. Munson goes down to get it. Stadler sends it outside. Halbersma left-handed attack, dug up nicely by M1. Right side attack, slicing over. Munson's going to go over to Fettrell, two-hander off the block, picked up. Tao sends it into the stands, and we're knotted at 16. 16-16 in set 1. M1 has battled back from Northern Lights' lead. Here's a serve that's long, right into the broadcaster's hands. Cleaning it off for Miss Fettrell. She'll put it in play with a 1-point lead. Fettrell into the 6. Nice scramble for M1 to get it back over. Stadler into the middle. Gigu Ashfali puts both hands on her head as her attack goes long. Point M1. 17-17. Fettrell sends it up. Stadler's going to go outside. Gleason steps into it. It's blocked. Gleason pulls it out of the block. Stadler goes back to Gleason. Over the block this time. Punched at and down. Kill Gleason for the score, 18-17. Munson pounds the ball into the floor and then launches into the 5. Scrambling, free ball coming over. There it is. Fetchel is there. Munson goes, or Skadler goes back to Helbersma off the deflection into the floor. Helbersma with the kill, and Northern Lights now leads by 2, 19-17. Munson sends it over, fought off. Strong side attack, tipped into the net. Point Northern Lights. Timeout called by we got some fan coordination that clearly needs to happen here. (20-17) Lights on top. I'm seeing some bad things on my phone. I'm hopeful that we're still live and going out with audio. And checking in St. Paul, Minnesota. Overtime victory for Minnesota Wild. Munson into the 6. Sent up high. Tried to brought back. Not coming back. Point Northern Lights. 21-17 now. 4-point lead. I missed what happened in the Wild game, but I do see joyous people. 2-1 overtime victory. Munson deep into the 5. Good serve. Passes up. Strong side attack. It's in the block. Fought off by Dante. Nice job by Stadler sending it over. Over on 2. Catches the net. Munson was there. She read the play. Unfortunately, the ball caught the net cord and fell down on the right side. Point M1, 21-18. Serve over, Munson to Stadler. Stadler, we had 4 contacts. Point M1, and now M1 is within 2. Stadler's going to go outside. Gleason down the line for the kill. Point Northern Lights. 22-19. Got a report of positive video and audio. Thank you, Rini, for checking in and letting us know. Sakura into the 6. Passed up in system, middle attack. Munson goes outside to Gleason. Gleason over the block into the floor, into the 5-6 seam. Gleason scores, earning Northern Lights their 23rd point. 23-19. Lights leads here in set number 1. Good job opening things up here. Sakura into the 6. Trouble. Scrambling is M1. Right side attack. Oh, it's a good one. Nice attempt by Fetchel to pop it up. Gleason can't get to number 2. Great attack out of the pseudo broken play off M1. Couple substitutions over there. It looks like Stanley is going to come in to serve. Lights up 3, 23-20, set 1. Good serve, Munson, good pass. Sakura with options into Dante. Dante off the high hands and to the floor. Dante scores for Northern Lights. 24-20 now, and now Tao is going to come in on the hook for set number 1. Tao drills it into the 1. Ace serve. Tao. Point and set number 1 to Northern Lights. 25-20 the score. We're going to step aside. We'll give you a little Northern Lights chant and a little ride along from Chad Johnson Music.
Let it cry, let it be. Last kiss for you and me. We'll turn the page, the win and the win. Heart of gold, heart of love. Can't you see it's all above? Well, what's worth gets better every day. Feel the good one coming on in an old-fashioned country song. Well, brown eyes singing all night long. What a guy, not a lie. You can't always get what you want, but you'll be proud every Saturday night. Mama tried, daddy lied. Who thought I would walk the line? Well, guess it's true, you both can't survive. Feel the good one coming on in an old-fashioned country song. Well, brown eyes singing all night long. Simple man on an old dirt road. Hank Williams, God rest his soul. Every road's a test to have a song. On a runaway train, never thought I could feel such pain. She rode a rescue ride along. Oh, I'm a lonesome song. I'm a lonesome song. I'm a Prince, Mary Jane, Last Dance, well, it's all the same. Well, old red's creeping outside. Turn on the tunes, Martin Ziller and a sonic boom. Well, honky tonk, women don't be cruel. Feel the good one coming on in an old-fashioned country song. Well, brown eyes singing all night long. Simple man on an old dirt road. Hank Williams, God rest his soul. Every road's a test to have a song. Prison on a runaway train. Never thought I could feel such pain. At your own rescue ride along. Oh, lonesome song. I'm a lonesome song. Simple man on an old dirt road. Hank Williams, God rest his soul. Every road's a test to have a song. On a runaway train, never thought I could feel such pain. At your own rescue ride along. At your own rescue ride along. Oh, I'm a lonesome song. Lonesome song. Lonesome song.
All right, back for set number 2. R1 climbs up into his stand, gives the signal for ready, and Paige Stadler starts now into the 6. Fouled off, not coming back. Ace serve, Paige Stadler to start this off here in set number 2. Lights up 1-0. Stadler will give it another go, this time down the line. This one's in system, strong side attack coming, pushed over, Fetchel on the dig. Stadler's going to go back row to Gleason. She comes running in and sends it deep into the 1. Good shot, picked up by M1. Right side attack, sent over. Helbersma sends it up. Stadler over on 2. And it works. Stadler deep into the 1 on 2. Contact was made, but it sent it through the net. Point, Northern Lights, 2-0 Northern Lights. Stadler rips it into the 1, picked up nicely. Right side attack, big swing through the block, picked up by Gleason. Stadler's going to go outside to Fetchel. Fetchel cross-court shot, picked up by M1. Oh, nice slicing shot, dug up by Gleason. Stadler goes outside, Fetchel down the line and scores. Fetchel scoring for Northern Lights. Good start for Northern Lights. As Stadler continues at the service stripe. Through the hands, out the back door. Another ace serve for Paige Stadler. Point Northern Lights, R2, having a conversation. I'm not sure what this is all about. I hope we don't have a rotation challenge. Looks like Spoladoro thinks the other team is maybe not switching in the right way, or so we're talking the scorers table. Doesn't look like we're going to take anything away. Still a discussion with the R2 on the table. Oh, they had the score backwards maybe? I don't know. I don't think we're losing any points here. I think we're all sorted out. Somehow we lost a point. Oh, maybe we served and they weren't ready? I don't know. Anyway, there's the deflection. It's out the back door again, so we're going to leave the number at 4 and not adjust it. So maybe on the previous serve, the players weren't set and the R1 agreed. So anyway, Stadler's going to go to work quickly again down the line, picked up nicely. Strong side attack, big swing through the block. Gleason, nice dig. Stadler goes outside. Fettrell from the 10-foot line pops it over, picked up by M1. They're going to come strong side. Another big swing. Gigo Ashfali eats that one up. Point Northern Lights on the stuff block by Gigo Ashfali. Stadler now 6-0. Now they only have 5. What's going on here? That serve is long. It's a point M1. So for whatever reason, the board is showing 5, even though we're showing 6. We believe it should be 6. I just checked with the executive producer. She thinks 6, but we're staying at 5. Who knows what we're doing? Fettrell on the pass. Gigo Ashfali back to Fettrell. Fettrell into the sideline, just a little bit wide. Point M1. We still think it should be 6-2. Board is showing 5-2. I don't know what's accurate, but we're going to have to probably adjust here in a second. Munson can't get her hands on that one. Slides through her fingers out the back, and now it's 5-3. On the ace serve, and now M1 serves it over again. Oh my gosh, that ball was heading right and all of a sudden curve back left. Another ace serve, and M1 climbing into it. 5-4. Serve over, Munson goes down to get it. Fettrell sends it up high. Free ball over by Munson. Helbersma into the block. They say no block, and that's a fourth contact then by Gigo Ashfali. Five on the board here in the gym. Gigo Ashfali tip shot over, picked up, sent all the way across. Big swing. Gigo Ashfali tries to pick out of the net, can't do it, and now we got 6-5. In the gym. Gleason to Gigo Ashfali. She sends it into the 6, picked up there. Right side attack, big swing off the block, sent up. Good job, Stadler. Gigo Ashfali free ball over. Here comes M1 again, middle attack. Airmailed out, point Northern Lights. Okay, we got an R2, R1 discussion. I think the scorers table is calling a touch. Who knows what's going on here? I think the score is inaccurate, but we will see. I don't know who called a touch. I'll step aside. All right, ruled a Northern Lights point. In the gym here, we're at 6-6. We'll stay 6-6. Tao to serve. Good strong serve into the one. Trouble, not coming back. Ace serve, Tao. And it's now 7-6, Northern Lights. Tao rips one. Nice dig. Strong side attack coming down the line off the deflection. Point M1. Good strong attack from the left side. Scores for M1. Astrud sends it over. Munson sits on it. That thing was wobbling like a duck. And Gleason tools the block. Good stroke down the line off the outside arm of the defender and two straight to the floor. It's a point for Northern Lights. And they lead 8-7. Sent into the 5. Picked up nicely. Right side attack. Big swing off the block. Tao with the dig. Stadler goes outside. Gleason cross court. Long. Point M1. 8-8 here on court 15. Back to serve is Tatum Ruki. Munson sends it even over my head. I can't get to that one. It's rolling back beyond the stanchion to the big garage doors. Good hustle by Mr. Gleason. He's going to hit the relay. Mr. Fettrell. And there's the ball. Good teamwork by the parents. And now 9-8 the score. Rec puts that one off the net and falls back on the M1 side. Ace serve followed by a service error, and that's 9-9. Now Sakura in to serve. Good serve down the line. Trouble, not coming back. Ace serve, Sakura. Point, Northern Lights. 10-9, Northern Lights regain the lead. Good strong serve again by Sakura. Picked up nicely. Right side attack coming. Big swing. Sakura with the dig. Munson goes to Gleason. She steps into it. Slices one into the corner. Nice shot into the deep one. Gleason steps into it and lifts the thumb and sends a spinner into the corner for the kill. And now Sakura serves with a 2-point lead, 11-9. She goes down the line into the 5, off the deflection, over the fans. On to court 16, ace serve Sakura. 3-point advantage, Northern Lights. Sakura goes short this time, just a little too short, finds the net, falls on to the Lights side, and it's 12-10. In to serve, this is Mariah Stanley for M1. She rips one down the line. Tao fires it up to the front row. It's on the floor. Point M1. R2 wants to talk to the R1. Not sure what's being talked about. I'm going to replay that one. 12-10 the score on the replay. Ball rolling out of the court. Okay. This is Lauren Auni, I'm sorry. Auni sends it up. Sakura to Dante, and she is in the ring of fire for the kill. Dante goes up high, redirects it into the center of the court for the kill, and now Gleason will serve. with a 3-point lead, 13-10. Gleason rocks one into the 6, picked up nicely. Strong side attack off the Stadler block and to the floor. Fettrell came sliding in, trying to get a hand underneath that for a pancake. Couldn't quite get there, and now M1 will serve. And this is Maria Stanley in to serve. Northern Lights up 13-11 and 1-0. Here's a looping serve over. Gleason is there. Sikora goes all the way across. Fettrell up high, off the net, off the deflection, to the floor for the kill. Fettrell scores from the left side for Northern Lights, and now Domte back to serve. 3-point lead. Domte and Lights leads 14-11. She got all of that one, picked up nicely. Strong side attack, big swing, cut shot, doesn't make it. Point Northern Lights. That was close. It rolled down the net, walking the line. Fell onto the M1 side. Domte now to serve. Again, down the line this way. Scrambling is M1, free ball over. Gleason there. Sikora with options, goes outside. Fettrell, big swing off the high hands. Good scramble out of M1 to send it over. Gleason is there. Sikora goes back to Stadler. Stadler off the high hands and to the floor. Paige Stadler scores for Northern Lights. 16-11. Domte continues at the service stripe. 5-point advantage now. Domte into the 6. Passes up. Middle attack. Not coming. Prior to the serve, timeout M1. No serve, 16-11. Northern Lights up by 5 here on court 15 at the Convention Center, Minneapolis, Minnesota. Northern Lights breaks the huddle quickly, as they are wont to do when they're rolling. Domte grabs the ball. She's ready to go. She's got a 5-point advantage. And here we go. Domte into the 5-6 seam. Picked up nicely. Strong side attack coming from M1. Off the block. Picked up and over by Fettrell. Sent back on one. Stadler with the nice dig. Giguashvili with the block from the knees. M1's playing it. Right side attack. Tipped over. Stadler with the dig. Sikora goes outside. Fettrell punches it over and just wide. Point to M1. Libero, number 34. Depre serves. Gleason up. Sikora wants Stadler. Stadler steps into it. Cross-court shot is long. Point M1. And just like that, they've climbed to within 3. Dupre to serve, sends it over. Fettrell goes down to get it, and then free ball over. Here comes M1. Net violation on Northern Lights. That's not the R2's call. She was blowing her whistle. The R1's going to instruct that she can signal it, but she's not supposed to blow her whistle. I think that's what the coaching she is getting right now. It's going to be a point for M1, but I think just a little coaching there to the R2. 16-14 we have. There goes the scoreboard. And here comes Dupre. Sends it over. Gleason fights it off. Munson's going to go outside to Fettrell. She's going to give it a go from the back row. Nice shot into the deep 5. Picked up by M1. Tip shot. Definite net violation there. We got an offensive net violation on the attack. Point Northern Lights. I could tell someone was in the net. I didn't know which side was in the net. The R1 is right there, and now Stadler will serve. 3-point lead. Good strong serve. Great pass. Right side attack. Block there, but the push not, and it's on the Northern Lights side for the kill. Giguashvili was there. Nice quick attack. Beat her arms to the net. Point M1. Equipment timeout Munson. De Leon to serve. And here we go. De Leon sends it over and long and back to the garage door. Mr. Dante chases this one down. He's back. He's going to hit the cutoff man. Yep, into Fettrell. Fettrell relay to Tao. And we're ready to go. 18-15 the score. Good strong serve off the deflection, out of play. Ace serve, Tao. And now 19-15 the score, and Tao looking to get Northern Lights into the red zone. Tao, Cox fires into the one, trouble, good scramble, but it's not coming over. Point Northern Lights. 20-15, Northern Lights on top. Here's set number 2. They lead 1-0. Tao. Oh, good strong serve. I thought it was going to corkscrew left. Ends up catching the net. It's a point to M1. 4-point lead for Northern Lights here. 20-16. Into serve. This is Mastrud. Mastrud up. Sailing over. Tao with a nice pass. Stadler's going to go to Halbersma. Down the line. Good shot. Picked up by M1. Right side attack over the block. Stadler pokes at it. Munson sends it up high. Stadler's going to free ball over. There we go. Now here comes in M1 reloaded. Middle attack. Into the block and down. Point M1. Giguashvili again there. Off the deflection. Falls to the light side. Master, oh, good strong serve. Munson goes down to get it. Stadler all the way across. Gleason steps into it. Off the hands. Not off the hands. It's long. Point M1. Sure looked like a video replay would have shown a pointer finger on that one. But we plan, oh, the volleyball gods maybe have spoken. Net serve. Point Northern Lights. 21-18. Munson back to serve. Hammers the ball into the floor. Takes aim. Goes short. In system. Right side attack. Big swing off the high hands. Picked up by Tao. Munson to Stadler. Stadler sends it over short. Right side attack again. Tipped over. Popped up in the air by Gleason. Stadler goes to Halbersma. Roll shot over the block. Picked up by M1. Right side attack. Two-handed over. Munson is there. Stadler with options. Outside to Gleason. Through the block. Off the deflection. Out of play. Point Northern Lights. 22-18 off the Gleason attack. Munson still dealing with equipment. Takes a ball off the nose. She's got, looks like a skinned knee. That's probably giving her some grief as that knee pad rubs on it. 22-18 the score. Munson sends it over into the 6. Picked up nicely in system over on 2. Munson goes down to get it. There's another skin knee. Stadler over on 2. Here comes M1. They're going to come strong side over the block and long. Good decision by Tao to let it go. It's at point Northern Lights, and now Mr. Dante has to go again underneath the stanchion. All the way back off the pink cone. Here it's going to come in. Who's going to take this cut? No one. It's slung into the court. 23-18. Munson to serve. Munson right into the 6. Good serve. Fought off. Sent up high. Strong side attack. Roll shot over the block. Stadler is there. Munson wants Dante, but it was kind of between Dante and Gleason. Point M1. Lights in a side-out, serve-out situation. Ruck to serve, sends it over. Munson is there. Stadler goes outside, way outside for Gleason. She can't get over the scorer's table, and it's a point M1. And now they are in the red zone. 23-20. Northern Lights again needs side-out and then a serve-out. Ruck to serve. Ruck up, Ruck over. Towel there. Dante helps. Gleason and Dante combined to get it over. A little scrappy off the block. Nice job by Lights scrambling. Free ball over, but look out. Here comes M1 right side this time. Big swing. Block! Dante, but it stays on the Lights side. And it is a point M1. Timeout Northern Lights as M1 now within 2. And that point, Lights was doing everything they could to hold on. Didn't have much of an attack going there as M1 had them scrambling all over the place. Very quick timeout from Northern Lights as they return to the floor. Again, they just need a side-out serve out. We'd take a coach's point at this point, wouldn't we? Ruck to serve. Down 2. Lights needs 2. Sent over. Gleason goes down to get it. Stadler sends it up high. Halbersma over the block. Picked up by M1. Strong side attack coming. Big swing off the high hands. Picked up by Tau. Stadler runs back to Halbersma. Halbersma off the block. No block called. Point M1. And now M1 within 1 point. 23-22. Ruck continues at the service stripe. She sends it over. Munson is there. Stadler's going to go outside. Gleason, big swing off the block into the crowd. Point Northern Lights. Gleason stepped into that one and rocked it off the block. And now on the hook is Sikora for set number 2 and the match. Sikora Cox. She fires. She goes down the line. Good serve. Picked up by M1. Right side attack. Big swing over the block. Sikora with the dig. Munson goes outside. Stadler over the block. To the floor. Paige Stadler earns the 25th point for Northern Lights. 25-22. The final here on court 15. Northern Lights takes the match after a good comeback by M1, but Northern Lights comes out victorious. Well, we are certainly ahead of schedule. I will try to do a better job paying attention so there's no scramble in getting set up. So we are running ahead of schedule, so give us an hour, maybe less. So it's 6:27 local time. I would say the 8 o'clock match will probably go off at 7:25, maybe 7:30. So stick with us. One more to go. It's the A seed, B seed matchup coming up after this CD. If we look at the tail of the tape here, it's Nebraska Gray 2-0. They're the A seed. They've won 4 sets, lost 1. Minnesota Northern Lights, they're 2-0. They've won 4 sets, lost 1. Dead heat there. Nebraska 1, 15 Gray has the point advantage, but that's not going to come into play because the winner of this final match will take the top seed, and the loser will take number 2. Northern Lights has locked in a top 2 finish here on day 2. It's moving day. Let's see if they can go 3-0 here coming up. We'll step aside. We'll be back in about an hour. Thanks for joining us at the Minneapolis Convention Center. We'll just do some reminders. Very much appreciative of Sam McKay and the Easy Reels application for bringing you this ability to stream. You've been listening to Chad Johnson music throughout the show. That's because we do have permission to play Chad Johnson music, so YouTube lets us post that. If we start posting other music, we get locked out. So, huge thank you to Jim Welbrock, who's out there somewhere doing something, probably calling something. And looks like our girls, it's a proud moment right here, peeps. You see, if you're still watching, Northern Lights is retrieving balls. They're doing that because M1 has to play right away. So this is just a kind act as Vital is warming up, and M1 is going to rest a little bit So good job, Northern Lights, for stepping in and giving M1 a break. Proud of you guys. All right, so there's another thank you to Kurt Gleesman, club director for Northern Lights, Adam Beamer. Lights has meant a lot to our family over the decade plus that we've been affiliated. And so this is just another show of sportsmanship and integrity. All right, that'll do it for now. We'll look forward to the next match, AB matchup, coming your way right after this one. So give us half hour, 45 minutes. I don't know, 7 o'clock, 7:15, 7:20, 7:30, somewhere in there. We'll try to stay closer and bring that one to you live. Thanks for joining. See you soon.